Remember, guys, Scooby's Do Movies is officially becoming
Masters of the Movieverse. Stay tuned so you guys don't miss anything.
the comic book original Kree outfit of the black, silver, and turquoise.
And the Mohawk!
The Mohawk!
So badass. What's up, Scoobs? Alex here.
Dre here.
And while you're here, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for alerts of new episodes.
That's right, guys. We're so close to our end-of-year goal of 3K. You're going to get us there. I know you will.
Yeah, I'm very excited. And today, we have our trailer reaction for Captain Marvel trailer number 2.
What?
I'm so excited.
What? Woo! Y'all know the Ric Flair was coming. We did the first trailer just a couple months ago. It wasn't even that long.
They didn't make us wait too long.
Obviously, Captain Marvel is going to be in Avengers 4.
Yeah.
As we know, Carol Danvers from the first one, the most powerful female superhero in all of the MCU.
The most powerful superhero.
Oh, yeah,
she's
right.
a female, but she's the most powerful superhero.
You're right. Now, gender aside, she's the most powerful, Kevin Feige said. She's more powerful than Thor, more powerful than Hulk. Carol Danvers, Air Force pilot, in the comic books, gets exploded by the psych magnetron, gets infused with Kree's DNA, basically becomes a Superman-level power character.
But in this film, the backstory is going to be a little different.
Sure. Because Feige said he didn't want a legacy character for his first female superheroine. Basically, a legacy character is like Scott in the Ant-Man movies.
He's filling the shoes of a previous Ant-Man, so...
Feige said he didn't want Carol Danvers filling the shoes of some dude that came before her. He wants it in the MCU to be one Captain Marvel. This is the story of her. Should we get into this thing?
Yeah, let's see if there's any like new little morsels they're leaving us compared to the first trailer.
Here we go.
So, Skrulls are the bad guys.
The old lady punch went viral.
And you're a Kree, a race of noble warriors.
Heroes. Noble warrior heroes.
Your life began the day it nearly ended.
Jude Law?
We found you. With no memory, we made you one of us.
And that Benny?
So you could live longer, stronger, superior.
Ooh, Mohawk.
You were reborn.
I keep having these memories. Something in my past is the key to all of this.
You know how to fly this thing?
We'll see.
That's a yes or no question.
Yes.
I love
What you what you really are.
I think I had a life here. What aren't you telling me?
You've come a long way.
Going
You're
down.
as strong as you think. This war is just the beginning.
I'm not gonna fight your war. I'm gonna end it.
Binary! She went binary, Scoops!
Aren't you the cutest little thing? Aren't you cute? And what's your name, huh?
Curious.
I'll be back.
I just got way too excited.
No. I understand why. Gang, come on. This should come as no surprise to you unless they ever dropped a Marvel trailer in which like the first 2 minutes was like all KKK footage. They got my money. I'm like, they
Very extreme example.
I'm just saying.
It's the only way.
They've earned so much goodwill with me. Even movies I thought were going to be trash, like Ant-Man. Like, they showed me that. It's like, no, we've got a clever take on it. Same thing with this. As good as the first one. This one might actually be a little bit better than the first one.
Yeah, no, I think it's better. And like you were saying, the clever twist on this, like we're getting a 90s period piece.
Yes.
I love that. So we get that nostalgia, especially for
95. Kevin Feige officially confirmed 1995 is the year for this movie.
Such a good year.
It's a good year. I remember it well.
I was 3. I have some great memories of it.
Her and my girlfriend never let me not forget that they were so young in the 90s. That being said, we just did it for Aquaman. You know we got to do it again, Scoobs.
Gotta do a scrub.
Here come the scrub. All right, so we start off with this scene that went viral after the first trailer. People were like, why is a superhero punching an old lady? If you were in the know, you knew it was a Skrull.
Yes.
Shapeshifters. They also have super strength, super reflexes. And then we get a little bit of Nick Fury doing the voiceover, basically. And I thought this scene was really cool / important because she corrects Nick Fury when he says you're a group of peacekeeping warriors. She's like, peacekeeping warrior heroes. That says to me that, because everyone knows that in the comics, the Kree aren't really good. They're not necessarily evil, but they're kind of dicks. Like, they have their own agenda, pretty much. Like any country, any planet. So the fact that she's like heroes, she took a little personal. Seems like she's drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yo, for sure.
All right, so we get a shot of Star Force, her team in the comics. I don't know who everyone in this lineup is, but the few characters I do recognize is a character named Bron Char. All of these characters, according to Feige, are characters from the comic books. Dr. Minerva, or Min-Irva, Korath, the Pursuer, Diamond Hansu from Guardians of the Galaxy.
And I just think it's so interesting that we got this shot like in juxtaposition to that scene of her saying we're super warrior heroes, because then we have this shot and everyone behind her, like as we know them, are villains.
Yes, like Kella's right. If you know the comics, her team are bad guys in the comic book. So it's like, once again, that's people laying the groundwork for it. Don't trust these people.
Yeah. And then we have Ronan, who of course we know from Guardians of the Galaxy, not a good guy.
I don't trust him. I don't trust him.
So then we get that scene with the blue blood in the nose, which is really exciting because they didn't show that in the last trailer.
No.
And, you know, that like kind of shows that she has Kree running through her blood.
I feel as though from the movie, they might just be simplified, streamlining it, pulling a Star-Lord in which her whole life she's been half human, half Kree, and the explosion that happens when we see the crash ship awakened her ability, mutant and human style. Don't know, just a theory, we'll see.
You know, I've heard that, and I could see that, you know, Marvel would do that just to make it easier for us to get a backstory on her.
Sure.
But then how is she supposed to be the most powerful superhero? Because if you're only half Kree, why would you be more powerful?
Than the full Kree.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I think it had to have been like,
point.
maybe she is half Kree, but also like, maybe there is still that crash that infuses her and like that amplifies her powers. And then we get the scene with Annette Bening, who seems to be some sort of Kree supreme leader, and she's saying things like, we made you better and stronger so you could live longer. And to me, that sounds like something that like an evil person, a character says, like, no, we did this to help you, not for our benefit.
We get that quick scene of, it looks like Kree blood going into her.
They're infusing her.
So maybe I was wrong. Maybe she's not born Kree, although I still want to hold by that theory.
But then why was the blue blood in her nose?
Exactly. Maybe this is the Kree home planet. We get the shot of her in her Star Force, the comic book original Kree outfit of the black, silver, and turquoise.
And the mohawk.
The mohawk!
So badass.
Now, if you notice right here, when she's in the machine, looks like her mind is being wiped. In the first trailer, we thought it was the Kree wiping her mind. This is clearly a green chin Skrull over here.
It's a Skrull.
It's a Skrull. So did they kidnap her and they're trying to bring back her memories to turn her against the Kree?
Yeah.
I love they're doing this. They show like quick cuts of her from a little girl, things like falling down and standing back up, and her as a woman. It's basically saying that you can't keep Captain Marvel down. She's resilient.
So then here we get this scene of Maria Rambeau, and this is exciting because she was the mother of Monica Rambeau, who becomes the future Photon. In maybe Avengers 4, we're going to get Photon.
I'd be surprised if not in Avengers 4, certainly in Captain Marvel 2, we don't get her, because I brought this up in the last breakdown. Marvel characters always have a black best friend. You got Falcon, you got War Machine, you got Count Mordo before he turned evil. Now, I love this scene because, as we all know, Carol Danvers is a badass Air Force pilot, and in this scene it seems like she's still been away from Earth for a long time, so she doesn't remember all of her skills. But the fact that Nick Fury is like, can you fly this? She's like, we'll see. As they're flying out of this little cave, it looks like that's not just a normal standard aircraft. It looks like it might be a prototype for the Quinjets, the transportation that the Avengers use. We get the little Carol Danvers Star-Lord moment in which her helmet just materializes and
Turns
dematerializes.
into hair. We get Ben Mendelsohn as Talos. He is the Skrull leader, and he's coming up with that gun, and he says something along the lines like, you don't really know who you are.
Yeah.
And so that kind of ties back into my theory that, you know, the Skrulls are trying to jog her memory.
We get her in 95 S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, complete with Cap and everything in their files. We see a picture of her in her files of her during her Air Force days.
We see her dog tag, and it's blown up, and it looks like it says Carol Dan. And I imagine that must have been how the Kree found her, with the other half of the dog tag that just said Verse. We know from the toy line that, you know, there's Verse and there's Captain Marvel. So she must have been Verse when she was up with the Krees.
Here we go with Jude Law. Now, for months, maybe even years now, everyone assumed, even we did in our last breakdown, that Jude Law was playing Marvel, the original Captain Marvel. Not so fast. He might actually, once again, according to toys, be playing Jan Rog, who in the comics was a arch nemesis to the original male Captain Marvel. Him and Annette Bening in conjunction might actually turn out being the big bads of this film.
An evil dynamic duo.
Exactly.
Yes. Oh my God. Do you see that? Like how powerful she is when she just like shoots the energy out of her arms. It creates like this force field.
Ben Mendelsohn, who's also not only the leader of the Skrulls in this, but also one of the heads of S.H.I.E.L.D. in 95. So he's Nick Fury's boss as well. So you can see that he's using S.H.I.E.L.D. resources. And what this last scene, what I geeked out over, her Super Saiyan slash, in the comic books, it's called her binary form. Captain Marvel has a thing where she's at a crazy power level as it is, but every now and again when she gets angry or when she just like really like lets loose, almost like Wolverine's berserker rage, she can go into a thing called binary, in which she has the power of like 1,000 exploding suns.
It really does look like a Super Saiyan.
It does. It 100% looks like Goku.
Goku's just gonna be there next to her. And then
your favorite part.
I feel like there were so many other things to geek out about.
But that's what
over
did it
this
for
film.
you.
But I love cats, and I was hoping they were going to show the cat. In the comics, the cat was
Chewie,
yes,
based on
after
Star Wars, which they
yes.
could have done because Disney owns it all now.
But in this one, it's Goose.
I called a name
based
tag.
on Tom Cruise wingman from Top Gun.
Yeah. Scoobs! Thanks for checking it out. Our trailer reaction, review, and breakdown for Captain Marvel trailer number 2. As always, make sure to like, subscribe, hey, hit that bell for alerts of new episodes.
Do that. And also, let us know what you think in the comments. What are your theories? Because, I mean, there's so many questions that we have here, and like, I mean, some of our theories are in line, but other ones we're like,
Is Jude Jan Rog? Is Captain Marvel born a Kree, or did she get that DNA later on? Let us know what you think.
Yeah, we're excited to hear.
All right, gang. Until next time, I've been Dre.
And I'm Alex.
Stay groovy, Scoobies.